Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Aya Ali. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get into today's story. The Lovers Who Became Cannibals, a true horror story. This story was about a rich girl and a poor boy who fell in love. They lived in a village. The girl's name was Igneous and the boy's name was Alexander. The girl's father owned beautiful houses, farms, horses. At that time, anyone who had farms, horses, and swords was seen as rich. Meanwhile, Alexander was just a farm worker. Igneous and Alexander had agreed that they wanted to get married. Alexander went to ask Igneous's father for permission to marry her, but he was rejected. They told him, "You are poor. We are not equal." Alexander then told Igneous, "Let's die together," because their love had failed and he felt hopeless. But Igneous refused and said, "Are you crazy? If my father refuses you, let's run away together. Why should we die? We can escape instead." Alexander agreed, and they ran away together to another village nearby where their neighbors lived. They carried only a small amount of supplies and food. While they were traveling, they got lost. There were storms and snow on the way, and their supplies were running out. They saw a hole in the ground and went inside it. They lit a fire and slept there that night. In the morning, Igneous said, "I can't continue walking. I'm hungry. I didn't eat last night and I can't move without breakfast. Bring me something to eat. Go hunt for food." Alexander went out to look for food. He met a man and asked him if he had food. The man said he didn't have food. He only had a few supplies and goods he was trying to sell. Alexander misunderstood and thought the man was hiding food. So he stabbed him with a knife and killed him. Then he searched his supplies and realized the truth that the man had no food, only goods for trade. He started thinking, if I go back now, other people might see this, and the police will find out. They will arrest both of us. So he dragged the body back to the hole in the ground where Igneous was waiting. Igneous was shocked and refused at first. Alexander explained everything that had happened. Both of them were starving. Outside there were strong winds and snowstorms. They sat silently in front of the fire, looking at the dead body, thinking. They began to think about eating it. Eventually, they cooked the meat over the fire. The next day, they hunted again and did the same thing. As time passed, they kept eating human meat. They even said they had never tasted anything so delicious before. They stayed there and built a life of cannibalism. Anyone who passed by their path was killed and eaten. They stopped thinking like normal humans and turned it into a habit. Igneous later became pregnant and gave birth to a son. The cannibals continued for many years, about 25 years. They had 14 children in total with both parents. Every time they killed someone, they would take their clothes and belongings too. But they were only interested in the meat. The villagers started noticing that people who passed that road were disappearing. At that time, there were no mobile phones or modern communication, so no one knew what was happening. They only saw horses wandering alone without riders and became afraid. They imagined ghosts, demons, or giant snakes, and fear spread everywhere. One day, a police officer and his fiancée were passing through that dangerous area on horseback with swords. Suddenly, the cannibal family attacked them. They captured and killed the officer's fiancée immediately, stabbing her and covering her in blood. She never fell off the horse. The officer fought back with his sword, injuring some of them, and managed to escape in fear. He ran back and reported everything. Because of this, the area was surrounded by soldiers. But when they searched the place, they found nothing at first. At night, two soldiers came across a smell of cooked meat. They followed it and saw light coming from a hole in the ground. They also heard strange sounds and became terrified. They ran back and told the others. Later, the army came again and surrounded the place completely. This time, they found there were 14 children and the 2 parents. They surrendered because they were outnumbered. They were taken to court, but the children did not fully understand what was happening. They thought that was how the world worked, because they had grown up eating human flesh every day since childhood. The court sentenced them to death by burning because they had killed many people and eaten human flesh. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. Bye-bye.